Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Rebel Retirement. I'm Marlene. My brother-in-law turned 76 years old today, and what I've been thinking about is that getting older doesn't automatically heal family estrangement. And I know this is a difficult topic because it makes a lot of us feel uncomfortable. Family estrangement is real, but it makes a lot of us feel very uncomfortable because I think so many of us want things to be better. We have an idea of what we think family should be like. And when it doesn't fit that, we have difficulty. At least I know I have difficulty with it. And what I've been thinking about is how aging doesn't magically make people reconnect or reconcile. And I guess when I was younger, I used to have this idea that as people got older, people would get wiser and they wouldn't let these problems or these relationship problems continue. They wouldn't let them fester. They wouldn't just let life pass them by without talking talking it out or talking it over. But in all fairness, my husband, who hasn't talked to his brother or hasn't seen his brother in decades, would say that it has nothing to do with any kind of disagreement, any kind of rift, that there wasn't anything that, pushed them apart, that it was just it's his brother, but they just didn't connect and develop a relationship in the first place, that it was something that they just really didn't develop as children. So why would he expect that they would have a relationship when they got older? So it's not anything that he is really looking at. It's something that I've always thought would happen because I see this all the time in the movies anyway. I'm fascinated by relationships and what makes people tick, the psychology of people. And so in the movies, particularly around Christmas time, I like to watch these movies where people reconcile. People have had some kind of an estrangement. Sometimes it's kids and parents, sometimes it's siblings, and eventually the people come to terms with one another, get together, and there's a happy ending. And I guess that's what I've always hoped would happen with my husband and his brother. I've been told I can't figure it out. I don't understand it. And yeah, that's the truth of the matter. I don't understand it. I will say that my mom had a brother that she wasn't particularly fond of. And so they, didn't always communicate, but by the end of their lives, they did. They worked things out, and I guess they told, each of theirs perspectives and what they thought about the other person and why, and so on and so forth. So I think they kind of worked that out. I think they came to terms with one another, I should say. It's a topic that I'm really don't have any answers for. I'm really looking for answers is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for why this happens, why we as siblings, why we as children, why we as parents, aunts, uncles, friends, why is it that we get older and we don't get to a point where we say, you know what, all of that is water under the bridge for whatever reason, and let's see what that person is doing before it's too late. Let's find out, how their life has been. Let's just check in on them and see what's been going on. People assume that families always come back together eventually, and I guess that's my dream. Let me know in the comments if you're estranged from a sibling and how you've handled that, and if you are married, if your spouse thinks maybe they were hoping that things would be different. that's going to wrap it up for today. And check out my video, Don't Fall for the Compromise Myth in Retirement. It's all about relationships between partners and why compromise is not a good idea when you're making retirement plans. I want to thank you for watching. Please like and share and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in more topics like this and outside the box retirement ideas. Thanks again for watching. Take care, everybody. I'm Marlene with Rebel Retirement, and I'll see you next time.